Here we go with another Geek Speak Radio Show movie review. Actually the same one, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. This time though, with a little bit more energy. Got some sleep after the midnight screening. Not too much energy as you saw in the one that you guys listened to. But my thoughts still remain the same. Great movie. Oh, by the way,
spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert.
This is going to be filled with spoilers, so you have been warned. Like I was saying, not much has changed. I do think this is perfect finish to the movie franchise. It still leaves me with an empty feeling at the end. Those of you who have read the book, and again, spoiler alert again, for those who haven't, the way the final battle between Harry and Voldemort takes place in the book is in the Great Hall. Voldemort fires the killing spell. It rebounds off Harry, kills him this time, unlike the first time when it just left a scar on baby Harry. This time it bounces back. He dies. It's a moment of silence. Everybody cheers in the book because the war is over finally. That doesn't happen in the movie. It's very anticlimactic. It's not a death, as I said in the last review. It's not a Death Star moment. I went on the midnight screening. It looked like Halloween. It was really fun. Great time had by everybody there. It looked like Halloween. There was every house. There were Gryffindors. There were Slytherins. There were even direct characters. There were Snapes. There were Harrys, of course. I think I saw a Luna in there somewhere. But when Voldemort finally died in the movie, it was quiet. There was no cheering. After 8 movies, kind of like Return of the Jedi, you were waiting for Darth Vader to finally die, and instead there were tears. There weren't tears for Voldemort, but there weren't cheers either that he's finally dead. It was just, okay, that's it. And apparently, talking to a lot of people who have seen it now, 168.5 million, a lot of people have seen it. So talking to a lot of people and seeing all your reactions, you all kind of feel the same way. And that is, it kind of leaves you empty. All this talk about, who is better than Harry, and actually, no, Harry's a great wizard. You kind of don't see how great of a wizard Harry really is. So that's the only thing that didn't bother me. Also, just throwing in, what's his name, Dumbledore's brother. I read the books, like I said, so it made sense to me. But the people I know a lot of people who have only seen the movies. They refuse to read the books until after the movies were finished, which is now they're just starting on the book, believe it or not. It'll make sense to them then when they go back and watch it on Blu-ray. But right now in the theaters, I talked to them. It made no sense to them. They had no idea where the brother came from or why was it even important. Because that whole Harry doubting Dumbledore's word this whole time wasn't really explored in as much detail as it was in the book in the movies. Especially not in part 1. In this one, is just kind of thrown in there like, oh yeah, by the way. Other than that, like I said, everybody great. It's great to see Professor McGonagall be a great teacher, a great friend to Harry in the end. It's great to see Neville play the hero this time for once. That hero moment is in there. Like I said, just a great finish to the whole franchise. So happy with it. I can live. I think I'm gonna have to. You can't really change it at this moment. It's not, George Lucas didn't do this. There'll be no special edition. So I'm gonna have to live with the way the movie is. Not a big, huge battle and big Death Star explosion moment when Voldemort dies. But hey, so be it. Great franchise. Great finish to one of the best, the most successful movie franchise in history. Great finish to it. And obviously, like I said, 168.5 million. Warner Brothers is really happy. That's Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Again, thumbs up, everything. Great movie. Even with those points I mentioned, it's still a fantastic movie. Everybody will enjoy it. So go see it. And again, do not see it in 3D. I still have not seen it in 3D. Refuse to. People who saw it in IMAX 3D, too dark, can't make out what's going on. So just watch it in regular 2D, and you will enjoy it even more. So, who's ready? Next week, Captain America, the First Avenger. I am so excited for this. Not just, yes, I'm a little biased because I'm a Marvel guy. No secret. I've said that many times on the show. But really looking forward to this one just because it directly leads into the Avengers. By the way...
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, one more. Not going to give you details. I know exactly what it is, but do not leave. I mean, it's a given by now, but do not leave after the credits. There is a very, very, very special Avengers treat, I'll put it that way, at the end of Captain America, the First Avenger. Remember, you heard it here first. So, be back next week for another Geek Speak Radio Show movie review, and we'll talk Captain America, the First Avenger. So then, mischief managed.